Hey guys, John here, your favorite YouTuber, with ghetto ass vertical camera angle because I'm in the car once again, and so here I am. I wanted to make a video. I was gonna sit down and go on my computer tonight. Take the shit out. That's better. I was gonna get. Hold on, there's a fucking semi. Not trying to get run over. Anyway, so I was gonna get on the whatchamacallit, on the camera tonight, make some videos. I probably still will for my other channel. If you want to learn English, Korean, or Yakult, visit Mentally Interested. But here I am on Studio Anderson. I want to talk about family relations and how that relates to politics. And I saw a few videos lately. The conservatives are like to talk about Trump Derangement Syndrome, and what do you do when you disagree with your family? And it's kind of stupid, and I find myself I don't want to criticize the conservatives too much because it's all you hear. But when I do criticize them, it's when they're being hypocrites, like I did with the Karlin Boryashenko video, which was kind of ironic because she actually found the video and commented on it, and I was like, wow, like you could be, what am I, a 20 subscriber YouTuber with like 8 videos, and this person with, I think, nearly 100,000 subscribers now. It went a little bit lower with, the fact that she started bitching everybody out and blocking them, but she was one of them. But there's other videos I watched. I'm not going to name a bunch of names. I'm not trying to insult people individually, but or at all. But I'm trying to say, there's people talking about, well, if your family has Trump Derangement Syndrome, like, just forget about him. Like, you have your real family. Like, you have your adopted family. You have a community among conservatives. And, like, it's great that, like, if your family literally disowns you for being a Trump supporter or something, that you have people that are there for you, that are, like-minded, that, will, have your back if your family doesn't. That's cool. But they be talking about, oh, well, you don't need your real family. You got us, blah, 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 blah. And this is something that you hear a lot in the LGBT community as well. They say that, like, they'll come out of the closet, and if their family doesn't just, like, oh my god, I'm so happy you're gay, or oh my god, yes, hurry up and change your gender, it's so wonderful. If they have questions, concerns, if they don't believe in it, but they still love you, they feel uncomfortable, but they, most of the time it's like that, the LGBT lobby will have you believe that, every gay and trans person comes out of the closet, and they just get, like, receive religious abuse, and their family tries to drown them in holy water and shit. It's not really a thing. Like, it's pretty rare that it is that extreme. A lot of times with literally every LGBT person I know, like, the situation was nothing like they were trying to make it seem. And this is people, like, I know their families, like, I know them. I'm talking about people that, I really know the situation. But if you hear them talking to random people on the street, yeah, my family doesn't accept me, it's so horrible, they're Christians and blah, blah, and usually that has nothing to do with it. And even if it has something to do with it, it's not, they're just trying to, echo the narrative. It's not really about, they don't really try to a lot of people do not try to fix their situation. And I'm guilty of that too. Like, when I came out, a lot of my relatives stopped talking to me, or they would be very awkward, especially because, I was a teenager, I was wearing, like, makeup, and I was emo and stuff, I looked really different, and a lot of them didn't really know how to take it. And I was kind of like, what, if they don't like me, then, whatever, I don't need them. But, if I had taken the time, I'll admit, like, if I had taken the time to be patient with them, and, I didn't say, like, I hate them or they're bad people most of the time, but, if I had taken the time to be patient, or to try to have conversations with them and explain myself, and also be patient with myself to figure out who I am without just jumping into, like, stereotypes and jumping into... Sorry. Like, sometimes the edge of the road is not paved properly. Like, it's that area that you stop on, the road is really rough. And then, like, but I don't know why here some of the time, like, right over the white line is like that. So you can look close to the white line, it's like, makes this horrible sound. But anyway, yeah, I'll admit, like when I came out, like I could have been more patient with people. I could have tried to explain myself, like, hey, I'm the same guy. I mean, I might, be dressing a little different, and I'm into guys, but it's not. Doesn't mean I can't hang out with with the other guys. It doesn't mean I'm a different person, or I don't have the same general beliefs and values and ideas. But in the LGBT community, and apparently in some parts of the conservative Trump-supported community, there's this idea like, oh, well, if your family doesn't agree with you, then fuck them. You have your quote-unquote real family. You have your your gay family, or your trans family, or your political family. And I'm not down for that, guys. Like, if you ask someone what to do about, and I'm just gonna, I didn't want to name names, but obviously I already mentioned Carlin. Like, she said this in a video. I didn't want to ban her, boycott her, and be like, oh, I did unsubscribe because of her antics. But I was like, look, she still has some good ideas. I still, despite her being catty, I like some of her content. So I saw one of her videos. It was like, what to do about when your family has Trump Derangement Syndrome, and somebody asked her a question about it, and she's like, and she was, like, look, if they don't agree, it sucks, but I don't need them, I don't need to have them in my life. And I'm paraphrasing, I don't want to put words in her mouth, but she said something like that, and she said, like, I have other people that have stepped in to be my real family and stuff like that. But honestly, guys, like, unless your family literally disowns you, or in cases where there's abuse or molestation or other horrible things, in those cases, yeah, like, bye, bitch. But in all the other cases, if it's stuff about disagreement, about ideology or sexuality or stuff like that, that doesn't have anything to do with it. Who I fuck, who I I mean, like, obviously, I'm glad that most of my family is able to accept the person that I married, being that he's the same sex as me. But, at the end of the day, like, who I'm in a relationship with, or who I'm in the bedroom with, and what I believe politically and who I vote for, has nothing to do with my family. And one day, and hopefully you can have a conversation about identity and politics and stuff like that with your family if you want to. But it's really, like, acting like that's an obstacle to having your family in your life is not a thing. And, like, I'm not out here trying to act like I have all the answers or I know what everybody should do with their life, but honestly, I look at some of these people trying to give advice to strangers on YouTube or on the internet, and it's like, man, like, they don't know what they're talking about. Like, they're going off their own emotions, and they feel offended when their family doesn't agree with them. I don't care. I have relatives who, they probably don't really take me seriously as far as being gay. I mean, I don't think they hate me or they think it's evil or anything, but they seem to choose not to have a relationship with me. But I'm gonna be honest, like I said earlier, that's also my fault. I allowed myself to be distanced from a lot of my relatives and allowed them to distance themselves from me because I was taught at my young impressionable teenage gay age, that if someone doesn't agree with you, or if they don't, just jump on the bandwagon right away, that they don't love you and they don't care about you, and that's not true. And most of my family is not Trump supporting. Some of them are conservative, and maybe they like him, maybe they don't. I don't care. Like, I really don't care. I like him because, yeah, sorry, I'm having posture problems, guys. I'm like, I haven't worked out in like a day, so I'm like, ugh. Anyway, yeah, I don't care. Like, I like him for reasons. Some people don't like him for reasons. And, a lot of times, yeah, when they don't like him, it's because they're brainwashed by CNN. And, I don't like it. I don't, enjoy hearing people regurgitate propaganda. Or, and that's not even what all my family does. I'm not saying nothing bad about them. I'm just saying, that when you have a family member who has Trump Derangement Syndrome, per se, let's say that's your case, like, yeah, it sucks, but just avoid the topic, or try to, give them your point of view in as calm of a way as possible. That's all you can really do. And if at the end of the day it causes a rift between you and your family member, then, let your relationship with your family member be something about, not about politics, or not, same with, like, other things, religion or sexuality. Your religion or your sexuality or political beliefs may be, in your opinion, a significant part of who you are, but it doesn't have to be. Like, I am not gayness. I am not the epitome of conservatism. I am not, you know, Trump, or I'm not like, let's say let's say you're a Muslim or something, and your whole family thinks Islam is bad. Well, I mean, I'm sure you would love for them to see where you're coming from, and hopefully you can get them to see where you're coming from. They may not convert, but they may say, okay, I see why you believe it or why you like it, and maybe they won't. But you are not an insult to part of your belief system is not an insult to you. It's not, it's not them not liking you or not wanting you to be in your life. And I'm starting to go in circles with what I'm saying, so I'm just going to cut it off here, guys. Then I'm about to be where I'm going. So, yeah, that's just how it is. Like, and if you want my point of view on anything, or if you have something to add to the conversation on this topic or another topic, please send me an email at studioanderson2792@gmail.com, or comment below. If you just have something to add or an experience to share, please comment below as well. If you send me an email, I'd be glad to have anybody on Studio Anderson, I'm sorry, on Voice Unfiltered, to have a conversation, whether you agree or disagree, or have a experience about this or something else. And that's what this channel is about, guys. I give my opinion, I try to give advice, I try to give positive messages, and when I talk about politics, it's not because I want to, or even if I talk about spirituality or something, it's not because I want to, just go around making people agree with me. It's because I want to send a positive message on the topic of politics, on the topic of social issues or spirituality, and, hopefully I can put some positive things out there that help somebody, that is what somebody needs to hear. If you like what I have to say, please comment, please share and subscribe. I really need it right now. I'm a new YouTuber, guys. I've been a little slow on my uploading for my first couple months because of life situations, but I'm going to be on here almost every day. And yeah, I'm glad to be here with you guys. I look forward to talking to you guys and seeing you in the next video. Okay, bye.